This year, a bunch of us would dare each other to spend a night in Freetown State Forest, right outside of Freetown at Massachusetts. We all heard the stories about this place being haunted, but you know how it is. Bruh, who even believes in these ghosts? But it wasn't just ghosts. There were rumors of cult rituals, murders, and who knows what else going down in those woods. Sounded like a load of bull, but whatever, right? We were teenagers. We had to prove we weren't scared of anything. So, this one night, me, Jason, Sarah, and Kyle decided we were going to be the legends and stay the whole night without chickening out. We packed our stuff, some snacks, flashlights, and a couple of beers, because why not, and headed into the forest. By the time we got there, it was already getting dark. The trees were all twisted and gnarly, looking like they belonged in some horror movie. Jason kept making stupid jokes to lighten the mood, but it didn't really help. We were all on edge, even if we didn't want to admit it. We set up camp in a small clearing and started a fire. The flames flickered fast. It is weird to see the flames flicker for no reason. Kyle thought it'd be scary to tell ghost stories standing in a haunted place because that makes a chill ran down everyone's spine, but they were lame. Honestly saying, they were the cringiest ones ever. Still, we were laughing and messing around, trying to ignore how creepy everything felt. Then, out of nowhere, we heard this terrifying scream that turned our blood cold. It was like an echoing scream, but it came from all directions. We all went dead silent, listening. Bruh, I'm admitting I'm really getting scared, fellas. Listen, we shall get out of here, otherwise we all will end up dead, Sarah said, but her voice was shaky. Jason, being the idiot he is, decided to go check it out. Don't act so cringe, I am gonna check that. Let me go a little far, he said, grabbing his flashlight. I'll be right back. We watched him disappear into the trees, the light bobbing up and down. When 30 minutes passed, and he still didn't return back, we became terrified. We started calling his name, but there was no answer. Bruh, where the heck you are? Kyle shouted, but still nothing. We decided to go look for him. We stuck together, our flashlights barely cutting through the dark. The forest seemed different now, like it was closing in on us. That screaming sound was back, louder this time, and it felt like it was right next to our ears. We were all freaking out, but we kept moving. Then we found him, or what was left of him. Jason was hanging from a tree, his eyes wide open, staring at nothing. His mouth was frozen in a scream, and his body was covered in deep scratches, like he'd been attacked by some wild animal. But there was no blood on the ground, no sign of a struggle. It was like something had just sucked the life out of him. Sarah started freaking out terribly, and Kyle and I just stood there, too shocked to move. Then we heard footsteps, slow, deliberate. Something was coming towards us, and it wasn't human. We bolted, running as fast as we could, not caring where we were going. The low-voiced screams turned into more louder, and it felt like the trees were grabbing at us, trying to pull us back. We burst out of the forest, panting and covered in scratches. Sarah was still crying, and Kyle was shaking so hard he could barely stand. We made it back to town, but no one believed us. They said we were making it up, that we'd just gotten spooked and Jason had some freak accident. We called the police, who declared it as a murder case and immediately suspected us. We were even taken to custody for 1 day for questioning. We were released due to lack of evidence. How will they find evidence after all when we didn't do anything? There was something in those woods, something that didn't want us there. A week later, they found Kyle's body in his room. Same look on his face, same scratches. Sarah disappeared not long after. People said she ran away, but I know better. Whatever was in those woods had followed us back, and it wasn't done with us yet. Now it's just me, and I can hear the screams. They're getting closer every day. I don't think I have much time left.